Konnichiwa, and welcome to the Pika Pod, Pokemon's Prime podcast. I'm your co-host, Morris Levy, aka Professor Leafy, joined with my good co-host,
Hello, everyone. It is Jen.
Jen. What have you been up to? Feels like it's been a week.
A week, a week like crazy. Yeah.
It has been a week indeed.
Oh my goodness. Um, I have been up to a lot of stuff. I was looking into a location for an office
Okay.
for us to be able to record the podcast and keep everything set up, and for us to be able to sit and be able to go through Pokemon cards.
Yep.
So we're not sitting on the couch and having to worry about the cats climbing all over us and the cards. And somewhere we can actually sit and play the game.
That would be nice. Yeah, I know. Well, I need really a space where I could just like make decks pretty much.
Yeah.
And ideally, yeah, it's fine recording the podcast at home,
Mm-hmm.
but having that nice office space where it's
Mm-hmm.
completely quiet and no distractions or maybe no dogs that are barking sometimes or the cats
Cats and the
mostly. Yeah.
dog and the traffic and the.
It's same. I know it's true. Like
Mm-hmm.
the traffic's not the worst thing in the world, but I
Mm.
know for me it's like the cats and the bulk boxes where I need to just go through and dedicate a lot of time
Mm.
to sorting through.
And
Uh,
the putting the microphone up and then taking the microphone down and then putting it back up and then
sounds like a you problem though.
Oh, I know, it is. It is. It's a me problem. It's totally a me problem. Oh my god.
Oh my God. First world problems.
But
Yes.
yeah, my car Snorlax decided to take a nap
Yeah.
5 minutes from the house
That was
on the hottest day this week.
yeah, that was not great. I know. What was that? I can't remember.
I think that was
Wednesday night?
Wednesday night.
Probably.
It was the day of the week that here in New Hampshire, it was like 90 something degrees with 90% humidity. It was just plain miserable.
Yeah.
So the car was driving fine, and then I decided to stop off at our storage unit and grab some stuff. And then I get back on the main road, and Snorlax is like, you know what? I nap right here. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh.
I had just gotten home that day, back from groceries,
Mm.
and then I had to go right back out and turn around and go figure out what was going on with the car.
It definitely was not my plan.
Yeah.
Definitely was not in my cards. Nothing.
Well, nothing's ever in the cards, just a matter of what you find in the cards. I
I
know.
tried to use the flute. The flute didn't wake her up. She did not want to wake up.
The accompanying flute or the awakening flute?
Either flute,
Okay.
nothing. Woke, no pokey flute woke her up.
Boo.
And so she sat, and I called my mechanic, and I was like, you might need to come pick her up and tow her, 'cause she ain't moving.
Yep, that is true. So we left at an inconspicuous spot and I got towed the next morning
Mm-hmm.
and still at the shop.
Yeah, they looked at it.
Okay.
They saw one thing,
Yep.
and hopefully it's not anything
Major.
major,
Severe.
huge.
Yep.
So
Yeah. Knock on wood. Let's hope it's not
mm,
it's
we'll
not
see on hopefully by Monday afternoon and see if anything else, but I'm hoping it's not anything else.
yeah, not the obvious Subaru problem.
Yeah.
It's always Subaru problems. Oh, I know. It's true. All right. So, Jen, we have a
Mm-hmm.
full itinerary today, a full
Uh-huh.
rundown.
Okay.
This past Friday we had, or actually Thursday,
Uh-huh.
we had the Nintendo Switch number 2 release.
Yeah.
And an astute observation from Cerebi Joe, apparently the Porygons out on the mass breakout
Uh-huh.
and the Porygon 2s were all for the Switch 1 and 2 with the upgrade, quote
Okay.
unquote.
Okay.
It's silly, I know, yeah. So you use the item upgrade on
Uh-huh.
a Porygon to make it from a Porygon 1 to a Porygon 2,
Oh, okay.
and haha, Switch
Yeah.
1 to Switch 2 upgrade, haha. Uh-huh, yeah, it was bad. I know. He was the only one to seem to be keen on it. Shout out to Cerebi Joe, going 20 plus years strong with
Mm.
Cerebi.com. All right.
I mean, everyone's going crazy for the Switch 2. I get it, but there's like one game for it right now.
Yep.
It's not even.
And it's Mario Kart.
I get it.
I mean,
I get it. Everyone's excited when the new Mario Karts come out, when the new racing games come out, but like if you're gonna have just that with that game,
yeah,
that's it. All the other ones are lined up for later on in this year. Like,
mhm,
doesn't
sure.
really get me that excited for it.
Not on launch day for sure. I know. There's not a huge lineup at all upon release.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to see a few more first party titles, I think, for release or launch day. And maybe that was the plan originally. Maybe like Pokemon fell through or something. I can't imagine, like remember they were saying like, early 2024, early 2025, and
Now it's
it
late
just
2025.
yeah, I know it's set for October, which is much later than they probably anticipated originally.
I mean, I'd rather them push everything back.
Sure, yeah,
And keep pushing it back if there's problems within the game and fix the problems within the game
right.
instead of releasing it too soon and then we just run into
Well,
problem after problem.
it's either update after update, very similar problem with like EA or other major franchises, you know,
Mhm.
or have a quality day one product where it doesn't require that many fixes, which normally Nintendo is the star, like the all-star for having quality products at release,
That's why
you know,
everyone likes Nintendo
probably,
stuff.
yeah. I know, yeah. Their their quality is unsurpassed because
Mm,
you can't just roll it out with a fix or a hot fix or some kind of like bug fixes,
mm.
you
Yeah,
know.
let me load up this game on my Xbox. Oh, there's 16 updates? Hold on.
That's the worst thing, waiting like an hour and a half to download a massive update. Like it's almost downloading the entire game. And by the time you're done, it's like, you know what? I don't want to play games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or I've just moved on to a different system, like I'll see my Xbox trying to do updates and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go play Switch. And
Mm,
I'll come back to it, and then by the time I'm doing that, it's like, oh, time for dinner, time for bed.
mm-hmm.
Whatever, I don't care anymore. You just give up.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, the quality has always been there, I think, with Nintendo because of the history of like portable games,
Mm-hmm.
console games, and it was
Mm-hmm.
always cartridges. You can't just fix, a mobile portable cartridge game or something,
Mm-mm.
and they didn't have internet. We didn't
Um,
have internet back then.
no. If you have a game on a CD that you can't blow on a CD and have it um magically.
Well, there's lens cleaners for CDs. You just have to blow into the cartridge to
Yeah, with
magic.
Nintendo, it's just like, and then oh look, it works.
Ain't the truth. I know. I think that magical little amount of spittle made some connections with those terminals,
Hey,
okay?
that worked for my NES, all right? I had an NES that got handed down to me. I don't
Right.
remember from who, but I had one cartridge.
Uh-huh.
I believe my dad had other cartridges, but there was one cartridge that had Mario, and then it also had Duck Hunt.
Yep. Yep.
I am not good at Mario.
I know.
I've
That's fine.
tried and tried and tried, and I'm not good at Mario. But this cartridge somehow was like a little broken.
Okay.
So you load it up and you try to you try to click on the duck hunt and the duck hunt wouldn't load. So my dad would take the cartridge out, blow on it, put it back, and then you click on duck hunt
Uh-huh.
and then somehow it would load the first level of Mario.
Okay.
And you would literally have to get to the end of level 1 of Mario, and then all of a sudden Duck Hunt would load.
Interesting.
So my dad would just speed run through that, and then for hours on end after that, Jen was happy with Duck Hunt.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I don't blame you. That's fine. Man, those were the days though, for sure. I really loved just Super Mario World on SNES. I could
Mhm,
play that. It felt like every time I went to the orthodontist office, it was always Super Mario World or
mm,
F-Zero. And I'm like, all right, Super Mario World. I got my butt kicked, but it's fine, you know. And
mhm,
I never got any better with F-Zero. Like it
mm,
was the SNES one. The controls were just so brutal back then. You had to like turn, but it was just precision enough turning. And I always goosed it, of course. Like I always just
mhm,
pressed A for acceleration all the time.
mhm.
And like I never used the brake. So by the time I would hit the wall, it'd be like, up, power down, and you damage, and then you blow up and you're dead. I'm like, cool, all right. I'm terrible at this game. I still love the game. I'm just terrible at it. That's all. Much like Mario games sometimes. Yes, all right. So, lots of exciting news I saw this morning.
For TCG,
Yep,
I was showing him on my phone while we were sipping our coffee.
yep, it's true.
More 151 art rares being released for the China 151.
Yep, People's Republic of China, we have special art rares, special packaging,
Mm-hmm.
special art illustrator rares for what was that, Gengar?
It was Gengar with a little Pikachu. He's scaring the crap out of a little Pikachu.
Okay, yep, I remember that
And
one.
then there
Yep.
was one for Pikachu that was like multiple Pikachus on one card.
A Pikachu party, if you will.
Yes, a Pikachu party.
I love it. Yep. That's what I've been waiting for. I know. There was a Japanese card, I think it was like a promo or a special collector box where it was
Mm-hmm.
almost that same artwork, but they've redone it just enough where it looks very different. It's like Pikachu's in the forest where they're all having a meet and greet or something,
Mm-hmm.
little hangout party. Yep, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And they're going to be getting the Bubble Mew. They're
Oh,
going
right,
to be
yes.
getting the full art Zapdos of them flying.
Yes.
I love that
Well, those are
card.
the same artworks as we got. But
Yeah,
that's the Zapdos EX from 151.
yeah, I love that card.
Yeah.
I
Oh, it's
pulled that card, didn't I?
yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that card.
I have it in my grading pile.
Of
I
course
know.
it is.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know how you feel about my grading pile. Just put it in the binder. Yeah, I know. For me, it's like I want to put things that are say $50 or more, or $100 or more into
Mhm,
that, and just don't touch them. Like keep them as long as you can, grade them.
mhm.
Keep them or just sit on them for a bit. Like I
Yeah.
I haven't really had the opportunity to put a whole bunch of money towards PSA or the other company I would probably do would be Beckett BGS. I'm not really interested into CGC or what's that tag grading.
Yeah.
I know some other ones have popped up, come and gone, but I'd
Mhm.
rather go with like the two big ones, I think, from almost forever. Like you've
Yeah.
always had PSA and you've always had Beckett grading services or uh BGS.
The only thing I like about the other um grading services like Tag
Uh-huh.
is they have a little QR code in the back of it,
Sure.
and you take a picture of it, and it shows you on your phone
Uh-huh.
why it got that grade and where the imperfections are. Also,
Yep.
you can get graded cards from another company
Okay.
for cheaper than you would get a Beckett 10
That's cool.
for the same card
Sure.
because Beckett's way different. Everybody wants it from Becca. Everybody wants it from PSA. So
Yeah.
those are going to be the higher price ones. But if you go with another company that barely anyone knows
Uh-huh.
or it's up and coming,
Well, yeah, I know there's not much faith, or people don't put the value into it
yeah.
because they don't think it holds the value. Like we
Mhm.
all know, like, collectors see PSA as the authority for like the buying and the selling.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I've always seen Beckett as personal collection. You just want to see like something nice in a pristine gold, or perhaps you really get special. You really get lucky
Mhm.
with that black label, which
Oh,
is
yeah, the black
perfect.
label. Yep.
Perfect tens all around. So the
Yep.
black label, that is like the the one. That
Yep.
is the gold.
Mhm.
The real gold.
Another thing with TCG is we got our hands on the rival battle decks.
Yes, right. Those are very cool. Yes. So the rival battle decks came out about 2 weeks ago, supposedly.
2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm not sure.
Yep.
Stores got them, and they were
They were
gone
gone immediately. Yeah.
within seconds, I guess. I found out that they came out when they did. Of course, no one had them, so I did my due diligence
Uh-huh.
and shopped around and figured out who had them.
Yep.
Very lucky that Knickknacks had the Marnie ones,
Yes, indeed.
and he's awesome. And he hand delivered them to me.
Wow.
So I am very grateful for him. Thank you for delivering them to my work.
That's wicked. Did you have a steak and some drink at the bar while he was there? Okay. All right.
He drove in and he said, "This is kind of sketchy." And he handed me the bag still in his car. So he drove
That's funny.
away. So I messaged him when he was gone, and I was like, "Hey, thanks for delivering it." And he's like, "Oh, you're welcome. I hope you enjoy it." And I was like, "Thanks for the sketchy Pokemon deal."
In the back alley. Oy. Of course you did. I know. Yeah.
And then you
Yep.
got the Stevens one
Yes, I was able.
from Black Moon. Mm.
Yep, I was able to get Steven and his Metagross from Black Moon Games, and I was super happy about that. Uh, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted that one also for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
Steven and his Metagross, the champion of Kalos. Steven.
I'm looking forward to opening one of the Marnie ones and sleeving it, and I'm gonna see how it plays.
Definitely, yeah.
I know everybody is like, Marnie's Grimmsnarl. This is the big thing right now in meta, and everyone playing it. Everyone's like, Marnie's Grimmsnarl just beats everyone. Raging Bolt and Dragapult, and I'm unsure how it does against
I think that,
the big Guardy. Uh,
yeah. I think Guardy
mm,
might be like a 50-50
mm,
if you get set up and if they don't start sniping your bench early. So if they have like early discard, or say, Brilliant Blender or Seeker Box.
mhm,
They discard the energy, get like a Driftblim going,
mhm,
or a Drifloon, or like the Roaring Screamtail.
mhm.
Screamtail. Oh my gosh. These ancient Pokemon names are so crazy to me sometimes. But yeah,
It is Jigglypuff with a mohawk
yeah,
and a ponytail.
I don't know. It's like metal emo goth Jigglypuff or something. I know, yeah. Like, I know I'm a Gen 1er, but like I know what it is. All right. But yeah. So I think with the state of the meta we're going into for NAIC,
Mm,
we have Raging Bolt We have Marnie's Grimmsnarl. People are really hyped on this.
Mhm.
We have Dragapult, and we have Gardevoir.
Mhm.
A lot of these decks are all weak to grass types, and I think that really we could even expect some kind of incoming grass meta or
Mm.
or someone who decides to cook hard enough. If they cook hard enough into this NAIC format
Mhm.
with a grass type deck, they could pull out all the stops and win the whole thing. I almost think Sinistcha and the Sinistcha
Mhm.
and Toadscruel,
Mhm.
like some kind of combo of that, or Teal Mask Ogrepon, really could do. It's positioned
Mhm.
very well right now. This would be the first time almost forever, like grass type Pokemon could
Mhm.
take the whole thing home.
But one thing about all the ones in the meta right now,
Yeah,
they all share one thing. It used to be they all had a little bit of the little the little guy.
the little guys. I don't
You
know.
know, the it was in Atlanta. The
Badoo.
yeah, the Badoo.
Yeah, what about the Badoo?
They all had the little Badoo. They
Okay.
all tried the little Badoo. Well, I
Yep.
guess little Badoo is gone.
Since
Now
when?
it's all about Monkey Dory.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I know
All
the
about the monkeys. You gotta put
monkey.
them out.
Uh-huh.
You gotta, whether it helps you take that one KO,
Okay.
whichever, they all have that in common.
Sure.
Most of them have him in their deck.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to start steering the other direction and
Well,
finding other things.
how you counter it though? That's the problem.
That's the issue.
I know.
Everybody has it. So how do you counter the counter?
So there's Ting Lu, which no one plays, which
Uh-huh.
says it shuts down any ability on a basic Pokemon,
Mhm.
or you have Fluttermane, okay? And Fluttermane also does the same thing where it counters the Pokemon with abilities except
Mhm.
for itself. So anything other than Fluttermane, it cancels that ability.
All right.
If it's a basic, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, so oh right, with the Grimmsnarl, the main damage spread and damage is from Monkey Dory and Frostlass.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one,
Yep. Yeah,
Frostlass.
exactly. So I was cooking at home and I have a Meowscarada
Mhm.
Frostlass Monkey Dory, which it does pretty good. It does okay. Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So Jen's showing me right now the four horsemen of the NAIC format. You have Badoo, you
Mhm.
have Shaman
Mhm.
from Destined Rivals, you
Mhm.
have Monkey Dory, and you
Mhm.
have Pheasantipity EX.
Mhm.
And I would tend to agree. This is a tweet from Rahul Reddy, one of the top players for
Mhm.
sure. And it's pretty accurate, I think, actually.
Why couldn't you make a grass stick with that Badoo and the shaman? Mm,
No damage output. What are you gonna do?
no.
Stall them to death?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Stop.
could. Just 10 damage, 10 damage.
I mean, maybe it could be the new Snorlax stall deck. Mm.
I mean, so here's the crazy thing, okay? I swear, Tim Danklin had done some crazy cooking where he had like Hero's Cape, Binding Mochi,
Mhm.
Pecharunt,
Uh-huh.
and Badoo. And so like it was doing what was that, 60 damage? No, 80 damage a turn with like Badoo or something with like the Mochi, so you're
Yeah.
like poisoning and doing more damage with Badoo, making
Hey,
them really big. Yep.
poison can stop a lot of people in their tracks.
Yeah.
Poison stops me in my tracks. I
Yeah.
hate poison decks.
It's Poison has actually been banned from Sunny's Weekly for
Poison
for the
and
for the
paralyze.
for
Like
the
I don't like
Discord,
them.
yeah, Discord Deck Day. Sunny has banned the
Mm,
poison boxes and
mm,
poison package from Discord Deck Day because it's just too powerful. So we can't do that. So I've been trying to cook other ideas
mhm,
for how to win Discord Deck Day, but it hasn't really panned out for me.
mhm,
That's how good Poison is, and right now
mhm,
in this format. We have a lot of stuff for Poison. You got Perilous Jungle,
mhm,
you got Biting Mochi,
mhm.
You have Pecharunt,
Yep.
and you have, I don't know, something else. There's not Koga's Trap. No,
Mm.
Janine's Secret. I don't think anyone actually plays that though. Janine's Secret Artwork. Janine's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
I
what you
can't
mean.
think of the
I
name.
can't think of it. I have no idea.
That's all right.
So, week left before NAIC.
Yep. Yep.
Everybody is cooking up and hopefully testing.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are testing, I think, the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see something new come out of this incoming format into Destin Rivals. So we got Scarlet Violet base to Destin Rivals.
Oh yeah, Destin
Yep.
Rivals is going to be
Yeah,
legal for
that's right.
that.
This is, yeah, the first legal tournament where Destin Rivals will be legal,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an IC, which is really exciting to me because anything could happen. We'll have players from all over the world going to, what's that, Louisiana,
Yep.
uh,
All in.
New Orleans to go play.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just listening to Beach Court podcast. They were talking about how good the beignets were. You gotta have a
I
got,
bet.
gotta have a beignet while you're there. Yep.
With a pound of powdered sugar.
Apparently, yeah, I know. Maddox was talking about how he got a pound of powdered sugar all over his deck or something. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, he must have been like playing and eating. I say, yeah, I can never eat and play. I know. I have to have like the cleanest fingers when I'm playing. I cannot do that. I know, really.
I have a drink near the deck, but it has to
Yeah,
have like
that's
a
fine.
lid on it and a
Yes.
straw.
And I will make sure you do, yeah. Or you can put it on the ground, so that's fine. Yep.
Goodness.
Yep. This is true. All right, so we got some good news for live finally.
Mhm.
We got a code TCGL turns 2. That's the number 2. TCGL turns number 2 for some free swag points. You get some dust and some crafting bits and things and
Mhm.
purple gems.
Mhm.
And then if you log in before, I think it's like the 13th,
Mhm.
you get a free blinged out Cynthia's Garchomp deck, which
It
is,
will show up backwards.
yeah, oh, I know, yeah. I literally just imported another deck list and it's still backwards.
Oh, jeez.
I got a spicy list for Arvin's Mabostiff and all the cards were backwards earlier today. I can't even, man. I can't even. Just if they could just get rid of that bug, that'd be great. I would be a lot happier. I don't know. So, Pocket, how's it coming?
Eh, I mean, I got the immersive art
Uh-huh.
and I got some good full arts.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a little I'm a little pissed off to see that there's still baby shinies in it.
Yeah, I know. They're secret rares. They don't show up in the Wonder Pick, right?
Mhm.
And they're not that good. So you got like Pidgeot, Pidgeotto.
Mhm.
You got is this the set with Greninja and
Yeah.
stuff? Okay, yeah. They reprinted that.
Mm.
You get the Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, I want to say.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know. The baby shinies are not fun. It's something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. To feel like it's taking away from the possibility of having that extra slot for a rare
Yeah.
does feel really bad. So I guess I do agree with Steve's position with, is it watered down, per se? Like
Yeah.
it is slightly watered down, only because we have that bulk of, possibly getting a baby shiny or something instead of
Mhm.
getting EX or instead of getting your rainbow rare or something.
Mhm.
And that feels bad for you.
But you're almost done.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
almost completed in the set,
I got 68 out of 69.
which is the one that you're missing.
Guzzlord EX. I have whiffed it what 3 times I think from the Wonder Pick, and I keep
Mhm.
I keep missing it. I can't believe it. Just Guzzlord, which would be really nice because he actually has a great attack. I thought that attack is awesome. It's Grindcore,
Mhm.
And then there's one for like 4 energy or something. But even that, like the HP is huge,
Uh-huh.
and you do enough damage. I feel like it also mills. Maybe not, but I'll go check or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been doing the Ultra Necrozma drop event,
Mm-hmm.
and that feels really good. You get the Ultra Necrozma EX with the what's that shoegaze attack, which
Yeah, that's the attack that you were
yeah,
showing me, and I was like,
I'm like,
what is that? And
what the
apparently it's a type of music.
yep type of music. Apparently, all the Ultra Beasts in Pocket have an attack that's named after music or it has to do with music. So like, I don't understand where
Mm.
they got this idea from. But so shoegaze apparently is a sound of a like metal guitar, and it's like a filter, like a
Mm-hmm.
it's super weird. But all of the Ultra Beasts in this set have
Mm-hmm.
a musical type attack. Yeah, shoegaze. Discard the top 5 cards of each player's deck. Really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
For 120. Yeah, and like the only way to get this card is through the battle, so I might
Mm-hmm.
as well, I guess. All right, yeah, the other ones. Let's see: Stakataga, Brass Rock, Duskmane Necrozma, Black Metal, Dawn. This one gets me every time. Dawn Wings Necrozma, Psycho Billy. It's not Psycho Ability. It's Psycho Billy. Who's Billy? You know what? What's wrong with Billy? I don't get it. Why is the attack name called Psycho Billy?
It's probably something to do with like hillbilly music.
You really think so?
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe a mix of like hillbilly music and metal. I don't know. I'll
Do I,
try to look it up
do I gotta
later.
Google this or something?
I don't know.
What else we got? Oh, Xurkitree. That's cool. Electronica. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. I don't think I've even read the attack names until now, actually. We got Baby Blacephalon, or Baby Blounds, as it's said. Beat Punks. We got Kartana with Thrash Metal. Let's see. Yeah, that might be it for them. Those are all the promos, at
I have
least.
asked ChatGPT.
Okay.
Psychobilly is a genre of music that blends elements of punk rock, rockabilly, and often includes influences from horror, sci-fi, and movie culture.
Oh, weird. Okay. So
So it is a music.
has to do with zombies, aliens, and other pulp themes. Okay. Weird. All right. It is a type of music. That's crazy. I learned something today.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Oh, no, I will not thank ChatGPT. I I don't like AI. Just the AI has taken over. It's not good.
It's helpful for some stuff. I don't
Sure.
use it all for all stuff
You
because I've also caught it being wrong.
oh, it's always wrong. Yeah, I know you
But there a lot of stuff I've used it and it's helped.
sure.
So it depends on what it is.
Fair. Yeah, that's fine. So anyways, if you haven't done already with the Ultra Beast event, I was using, believe it or not, the Wheezing and the Scolipede
Uh-huh.
deck was actually really good, seemingly, because you could just poison them and then hit big numbers for a single prizer.
Huh.
And I've been winning pretty well and consistently with it as long as I'm playing it. If the computer plays it, they
Mhm.
lose. The computer is
Oh.
just like losing almost, even though the
Mhm.
deck works fine. I just have to be the one to pilot it because the computer is just too stupid, I guess, or something. All right, on to the next topic, probably. We got Go Fest.
Pokemon Go.
Yes, we have Pokemon Go Fest wrapping up in New Jersey and Jersey City
Mhm.
this weekend from Friday to Sunday today, as we are recording on Sunday.
Oh, that okay. Friday was the one where I saw on Twitter that
Uh huh.
the players were given a warning to seek shelter.
Yes, right. Because they had torrential thunderstorms and rain. We did have some kind of inclement weather here on Friday, also in New England, where
Mhm.
there was rain for sure.
Mhm.
It wasn't like thunderstorms and stuff, but they must have had a really bad amount of thunderstorms
Yeah.
there in New Jersey.
Mhm.
It was enough to like the city had put out a warning, or they recommended don't be out in the park where the
Mhm.
event's happening.
Mhm.
I hope that the event was like delayed or slowed down on Friday evening only because of that issue.
Mhm.
So let's see. Uh, it looks like everyone had a good time. I watched some of Steve Sarumi's, aka Pokemon Cast, on
Mhm.
Twitch. He was doing a charity stream where he was getting dunked into a dunk tank on Saturday, and that looked pretty funny. Uh, he got a few people to dunk him. I think it was kids actually, believe it or not, that they got to dunk him. Yep, I know.
Yes.
So like it was for each level 5 hype train on Twitch.
Okay.
He would get dunked. So he got dunked twice. We almost made it to level 15 hype train,
Mhm.
but like I think it died out at level 13 if I remember.
Oh.
And he said all the money would go to a charity
Mhm.
to I think like raise the park, or like repair the park and stuff, which
Yep.
is awesome. I'm super happy to hear that. It's great.
He has been on the move for these Go
Oh yeah,
Fests.
for
He
sure.
he was in Japan for the one in Japan,
Yep, I think it was like Osaka.
yeah, for a week. And then he said that right at the end of that, he was going and grabbing a plane and going to the one in New Jersey.
Right, yep, because he's normally in what, California?
Yes.
So it's not that close,
No.
but then you gotta go all the way halfway around the world from Japan to
Yeah.
New Jersey, and
Yeah.
that's still a long flight
Yeah.
regardless. Yeah, I know this.
Do we get anything special from the Go Fest? Even though we are obviously we're nowhere near it, but
It looks like there were some collection challenges, so I did that earlier today when I was walking our dog.
uh-huh.
And if you got like the Phalanx and I don't know, I haven't seen the Pikachu thing yet, but it was some other
Mhm.
Pokemon you get a badge
No,
for.
you have a weather
I
warning
do have
now.
a weather warning. Look at that. I'm gonna mark myself safe. Uh-oh. But yeah, so there were
Mhm.
some weekly challenges and some delightful days challenges for Go Fest, Go Battle
Mhm.
Pass. To get done, let's see, weekly tasks, instrumental wonders,
Mhm.
and then not a whole bunch else really specifically for people that were not at Go Fest. It looks like
Okay.
I don't see a whole bunch going on otherwise, unfortunately. It's really location based, and you have to sign up for the Go Fest, and
Mhm.
I don't have the time, or like
Mhm.
even if I did, like what would I do? I'm not competitive enough, and I don't have enough friends maybe
Yeah.
in the game like to just like meet up and say, yeah, let's go crush it this weekend.
Mhm.
Or like blow off on Friday from work
Mhm.
and then like go crush it.
I mean, I would like to go to a Go Fest at one point and
Yeah, it'd be cool.
see what
Yeah,
it's all about and just run around and collect a bunch of Pokemon.
sure. Yeah, I'd like to do like
And
raids, I think, with people or
yeah,
stuff. That'd be fun.
it's a surefire way to be able to go into a raid and be like, "Oh, there's 25 people. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We got this."
Yeah, that would be very fun.
Mhm.
All right, so video game world
Mhm.
with Scarlet and Violet.
Mhm.
As we talked earlier, we had the Porygon 1 and 2 mass break event, mass breakout event. I don't know. What do you call it?
I don't know. Mhm.
They show up randomly in the world, and you get to see if you can get a shiny and stuff. Okay,
Okay.
so Porygon 1 and 2
Oh,
for the Switch. Would you
mass breakout. I thought you were trying to say mask.
No, why would I say mask?
Maybe it was the ogre pawns. I don't
Okay,
know.
fine.
Mm.
Yes, masked Porygons with funny Ogrepon masks.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Yes. So Porygon event. We had Porygon the Mightiest this
Mhm.
weekend. On Scarlet and Violet, it is a Terra normal type.
Huh.
So you can use Annihilate, you can
Mhm.
use any kind of fighting type, really.
Mhm.
It had, what was that, a new Ice Beam?
Mhm.
So don't use Koraidon. Okay, like I used Koraidon once and I learned it had Ice Beam. I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. Yep. But Annihilate seemed to be a good choice,
Mhm.
as well as I think I had a team. It was such a weird team. It was like two Annihilate, one Iron Hands, one. Oh, I think I remember. Someone brought the Azumarill,
Mhm.
and it seemed to do okay. You use the belly drum, and then you just smack them. I don't think it was really hitting for weakness. I think it was just like a support Pokemon healing us.
Mhm.
That was okay. But yes, I really like collecting the mightiest Pokemon on Scarlet and Violet. They always feel pretty good to get,
Mhm.
especially it's that one of you can put in any kind of Pokeball.
Yep.
For some reason, I love using basic, good old Pokeballs. I like putting them in regular old Pokeballs. You know what? Because
I
they,
mean, if they go in the dang Pokeball,
yeah.
I'll put them in the dang
Oh,
Pokeball.
it's a guaranteed catch though. That's the thing. It's like easy critical, easy one shot. Like
Mhm.
it's a guaranteed catch. And the best thing is too about Pokeballs, like they always look the same. Like, they
Mhm.
always look awesome. So like, when you're healing your Pokemon at the Poke Center or like the gas station Pokemon Center, they're just all the same Pokeball. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. It's a to me, it's like perfection. Some people, it's like you're sick in the head. Like why wouldn't you use a different Pokeball? I'm like, cause I like it. It looks good, and I don't care. That's how it is.
It's his OCD.
Yep. Oh, I know. It must be, yeah. Well, when it's like a guaranteed catch, like sure, I'll put a legendary in a Pokeball. It looks good, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Anyways, we got some exciting promotional code for VG is a free Korean Porygon 2, which I think ends tonight with the code number one support PTC 24. Again, that's NO1 support PTC 24 from a special distribution. It's in a Cherish Ball. It looks like it's from a Korean event.
Okay,
And
I was gonna say, is it the colors of like the Southern Korean flag or something? Like,
no, no. So the shiny of Porygon is like pink and purple-ish.
oh, okay.
Okay, but the normal Porygon is like red and blue.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess I could see what you're coming from, but no, it's not. It's not anything to do with Southern Korea or
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, I
I was like,
know.
what?
That's fine. Yep, this is fine. Huh. That seems like we've touched on everything we want to touch on today so
Okay, well,
far.
I'm gonna add
Okay.
Pokemon Center update
Yeah, let's see it.
here.
Ooh.
So Pokemon Legends ZA, if you pre-order the game on the Pokemon website,
Yep.
you get one Pokemon Legends ZA first partner Pokemon plush.
At random?
I guess so.
Okay. Interesting.
You can pre-order the Switch edition or the Switch 2 edition.
Okay.
Get one of the three Pokemon Legends ZA first partner plush with a pre-order of the ZA. Yeah, it says while supplies last. It doesn't really say anything about you can choose. So
Interesting.
it's probably at random or you choose it.
I'm gonna guess it's at random though. So you got the Totodile, the Tepig, and you got what was that Snivy? No,
Yep,
Chikorita.
Chikorita.
Right, yes, okay. Right, right. It was a mixed the the Tepig doesn't really belong, but I understand why they did that because you got the Cyndaquil in
Yeah,
Legends Arceus.
I know
Like,
everyone's mad about the Cyndaquil not being in it, but it was in
yeah,
Legend Arceus.
that's why. Yeah.
So if you want to play Cyndaquil, go play Legend Arceus.
I would play it again for sure. Yeah, Legends Arceus was amazing.
New Squishmallows have been announced. It is Torchic and a new happy smiling Pikachu
Yep, very
with
happy.
his eyes closed.
Very, very happy.
So I can't wait to see those in the wild.
We'll see. I know, yeah.
They still have the Team Rocket promo going on. Get one Team Rocket Tyranitar promo card with any order containing a product from the Team Rocket Tyranitar category.
Right. So it's only on qualifying purchases. It has to be something to do normally with Team Rocket or
Mm-hmm.
the Charizard backpack for some reason. I think like
Yeah, we got the Charizard backpack,
yeah, that
which
was
is cool.
that was a great deal, and like the functionality of it is insane. It has a nice
Mm-hmm.
sleeve for like your playmat and then separated areas for your deck boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was well worth it. What else?
A new Flareon Funko Pop
Oh man,
is
it's the
all
pearlescent.
pearlescent.
Yep. The pearlescent finish on it. I got the Jolteon. I really like the way those look for sure. Jolteon is my favorite evolution. If I had to pick one, it's probably Jolteon.
They have some new summer clothes out, new summer stuff. Um,
Yeah. Some Pokemon at the beach
new
and some
Pokemon at the beach,
glassware, some silverware,
some new pins.
cups. What is that? Diglets?
It's Diglets on a golf course
Okay.
because they got golf clothes, which would be cute. I would wear it golfing.
The golf clothes are so expensive.
They're
Oh
all
my
expensive.
gosh. Yeah, I know. It's
Some new
true.
Hawaiian shirts.
I do love their Hawaiian shirts. Holy cow. If
Mm,
I could just afford one would be great, but the designs are unparalleled.
a really cute two
You know
color
what?
with a
I
surfing Pikachu on there. That looks
I may
cute.
have to crack down and buy that surfing Pikachu like pink blue shirt. I think I saw a picture from Rahul. He had that on.
Uh-huh.
It was like a great shirt design. It's so awesome. Surfing Pikachu. Like the colors aren't my favorite, but I do love the design for
There
sure.
is a new Revavroom Pokemon plush.
Interesting.
Um,
For you motorheads out there, maybe.
the Eevee and Umbreon Twilight playmat and sleeves
Yep.
are back in stock. The Great Wave sleeves
Are
are
back in
back in
stock. Yep.
stock.
I am so thankful for Pokemon Center to restock these older designs that sold out
Mm,
immediately.
some of the Pixel stuff is back in stock.
Yeah, only the sleeves, I think. I know.
The Pikachu all over. The Wobbuffet backpack is back. Oh, the Gengar backpack was back,
I'm
but it's
sure it was.
gone.
Yeah. Well, so that's a new partnership with that Go Ruck. That's like a
That's what it.
that's a
Okay.
new partnership between
Okay.
Pokemon Center and like that backpack company.
Okay.
So they'll probably be back soon, just a matter of when.
Some hats with some Mega Evolutions on it.
Yep.
Mega Gyarados, Venusaur, Gengar, and
Yep.
Blastoids.
Again, that ramp up for the Legends ZA is happening for sure. They're really trying to push the Mega Evolutions again.
New Eevee figurines of Espeon. Umbreon is already sold out.
No surprise there. Yeah.
And there's a new Eevee having a picnic.
Evie and Evie having a picnic on the water side with like a park and the stuff. I don't know. Yeah.
There's a Jigglypuff hat and a Togepi hat if you want to have them on your head.
One size fits most. Oh my god. In case you really like eggs and you really like round things, really like round shaped Pokemon. I don't know.
There's new Pokemon Giant Pins, which are Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y.
Those are kind of cool. I know those pins are huge. They're like three different pins,
Uh-huh.
and it's like 6 to 8 inches tall. So they're sticking right out on your shirt if you do get it. Massive. Oh, kids,
Are they books? Are
they are
those
books.
books?
Yeah,
Okay, they're books. All right,
they're
awesome.
like picture books for kids, and it's like
Okay,
the hard cardboard.
all right. The
Oh, yep,
Umbreon and the Espeon life-size plushes are back.
yep, yep. Life
And then
size
every single evolution is a Ditto.
and Pikachu.
And Pikachu and Jigglypuff.
I almost got that Magikarp Ditto the other day. I was like, that's too cute. I like it. Some reason, let's see, Sylveon's already sold out, and the
Snorlax
yeah,
sold out.
Snorlax Ditto,
Of course, Gengar as
Mimikyu,
Mimikyu.
Umbreon sold out. Boo. Yep.
Polo shirts.
More clothing.
More clothing.
Lots of clothing. Oh, right. The World's decks are already sold out.
World
I am
decks are gone.
so depressed about that. That did not last long at all.
That's surprising because, like, normally those are, like, the ones that are in the store that are left.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, oh, I don't want that. It doesn't have packs in it.
Normally, World's decks are always left in Walmarts and everywhere else. No one really buys them normally. And then for some reason this year, I don't know if it's just still the Pokemon hype, but
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen a single one in any big box retailer.
Mm.
It's like people are just buying it just to have it, pretty much.
Penny's Eevee backpacks still sold out.
That was so cool too. That took them forever to do, but I'm glad they
They
did
have
it.
little finger puppets now that are also keychains.
And I want to make a little finger puppet show. That sounds great.
The hugging
Oh, that's right. Those
Cubone
are
and Marowak.
amazing. Yeah, so you pull them. I'm pretty sure you pull them apart, and then they have a little retraction device,
Mm-hmm.
so the string goes back in, and then they hug each
They
other.
got the Swabble and Altaria.
Swablu.
Swablu.
Yep.
Cleffa and Clefairy.
Uh-huh.
Sentret and Furret.
Those are cute. Yep.
And of
Hugging.
course, the pre-releases for the White Flare Black Bolt sold out.
Well, you mean the pre-order.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Yep. But yeah, I know. I don't expect much really to see much Black Bolt White Flare, sadly. It's been
All the
going.
TCG stuff on Pokemon
Yeah.
Center is sold out.
Oh, it's always sold out, I swear. It's like as soon as the quote drop goes live,
Mm-hmm.
people will jump right on it, wait in line in the queue, like they have nothing better to do or something.
I think I've gotten to a point where they show everything that's sold out here. A
I
white
Yeah,
box, a
oh I know.
base.
I'm normally about to give up, I swear, on all of the pre-orders on Pokemon Center or something because like there's a line longer than I, have time for.
I mean, they
And
have made it better.
it has, yeah.
I mean, you were able to get a pre-order of them.
On like the second wave though.
The second wave. Hey, at least you got something from
True.
the second wave.
You're right. I am thankful for that. You're right.
So at least they got that.
Yeah, just doesn't feel good though. I don't
I
know.
know. It never feels
We're
good.
we're fighting with the bots and the scalpers and all sorts of things that are just unforeseen in this day and age, maybe where you have to fight with like the bots and all the alt accounts that people have, and they have like 20 different laptops all ready to go, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're ready. Let's go. Got my drops going." Like I don't know what the heck.
I just tried to see if you could choose the little buddy
Okay,
for the Legends EA, and it looks like it's completely random.
interesting. Okay,
So
man, I got a choice in the game. Why can't I have a choice in real life? No, no choices for you. That's all right.
you'll see
I know.
when it
Yeah,
comes back. So
that's in the expensive choice, maybe. I don't know.
yeah.
You only get one.
So hopefully you get the one that you want.
Yeah. Unless you have multiple switches, maybe you could just like get like
Oh
two games.
jeez, I don't have the
Yeah,
money for multiples.
yeah. I wouldn't do that either. I know. I like playing the games. I don't need the plushies or the stuffies really that badly. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jen, have you had enough for today? Where are
I
you
have
at?
had enough for today.
Okay, yep.
I am going to spend the rest of my off day relaxing now.
That sounds good, yeah. I think I should do the same. You're right. Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, crew.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for tuning in, listening. You can find us on socials at the Pika Pod or Pika Pod.
Oh, I made a Discord for it.
Yes.
So if you want to be a part of the Discord, we can either somehow
I can make a invite. We can
invite
post invites on the socials,
socials.
and I will post it on our link tree, and then you can get in from there.
Mm-hmm. I will keep everyone updated on the office. I might even do a little walkthrough video. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
So, and hopefully I'll get Snorlax back in tip-top shape.
That'd be nice. Yep. Louder than ever.
Yeah. So, y'all, night, sleep tight, dream of. I'm gonna dream of Snorlax tonight because I want her back.
Yep. That'd be nice.
Bye bye.